That little RV is probably 50 years old.
How'd you like to camp in that today?
That's a camper. I guess you would just call that a camper.
Here's a restored older Plymouth.
Two-door Plymouth. Wow, that's quite a one. Doesn't say what year it is. We wish sometimes they'd put the year down, but I'd say it's probably a 52. I don't know. That's a guess. Beeler Motors and Transmission. Again, I don't know where Beelers are located, but they have a vehicle in the parade here, and not passing out candy, but throwing it lightly outside a side window.
That's here in Maquoketa, Beelers.
That's here in Beelers,
yeah.
Okay. Country singer Ron Hill. And he's singing too. This is by the Main Street Business Center. That's right across the street from us, where they do custom shirts and so forth. And Ron Hill is a singer in this area, I guess. Have you heard of Ron Hill?
No, I haven't, but we do now.
Yeah, we do now.
Very good. Good luck with your career.
We learn things that we do this parade.
Yes, we do.
We see people that are well known to us because they advertise on KMAQ, and we see a lot that have never heard we're in town, I guess.
That must be. We're not relatively new. Well, here's a relatively new business, and that's the Exotic Critter Corner, which is over on South Jones Avenue, and they do have all kinds of exotic critters. In fact, they've got some of them. Look at that snake wrapped around that guy's neck up there, and they've got a couple of birds, wild birds. And if you'd like to check out all the exotic wild critters, go to Exotic Critter Corner on South Jones in Maquoketa.
There's a youngster pulling a little wagon, a little kid's wagon. It has Iggy the Iguana in it. Cub Scouts back 238 Maquoketa. There's a pickup truck pulling their nice rubber-tired wagon. It's all decorated in green and blue, and the kids are all wearing their shirts, and some of them are wearing their hats, and it says, "Join the Cub Scouts." Cub Scout 238. And Maquoketa, their leader.
And they wanted to tell you people thanks for buying popcorn, because they had a great popcorn sales event, and because of that, they were able to do Dozing with the Dinosaurs in Chicago.
Oh,
so
nice.
They had a big successful event.
Fairway Store in Maquoketa has their truck pulling a wagon, and on the wagon, some of their employees. It's a little outdoor tent. And it says, Fairway proudly serving this community since 1963. And it says on the side, Fairway always on target. Economical food stores. And thank you, it says, Jackson County.
Nice way to show your appreciation for the business at the Fairway store. They're doing a little bit more with that outside tent. They've had a couple of grilling events out there too, so you'll have to check it out. Innovative Ag Service, a big ag-related business here in our area. Innovative Ag Service, and they're big, one of their big field sprayers. In fact, a couple of the big field sprayers going by right now.
Yes, they are big. They can get the job done in a hurry. Bellevue Pioneers 4-H Club is coming into deal. Maquoketa Veterinary Clinic here in Maquoketa is one of our boosters and backers of the Jackson County Fair, and bringing you this parade broadcast tonight. Stop in there for your veterinary needs. Also, Schuler & Sons Reconstruction on West Platte in Maquoketa. No job for them is too big or too small, and they do all kinds of work, from the new decks to remodeling your bathroom or kitchen. Bellevue Pioneers 4-H Club members are driving in a pickup truck that's decorated with green and white balloons, and about 10 members are in the back of the pickup. And they're celebrating
75 years. How about that?
75 years.
Congratulations to the Bellevue Pioneers on their 75th anniversary. We have a lot of long-standing 4-H clubs. We don't probably have as many clubs as there once were in the county, but the ones that are around have been there for a long, long time.
This this entry has it's a two-wheel trailer being pulled by a white pickup, and it has a big sign in the back that says, "Age gets better with wine." And this entry is that's a neat saying. And it's by the one of Jackson County's wineries, being one of the newer ones, Brush Creek Winery in Bellevue, Iowa. And,
the Westies.
The owners are
the Westies.
The who?
The Westie family.
Okay. Yeah. The Westie family riding on the trailer. A nice entry by the Brush Creek Winery.
Just remember that age gets better with wine. So have a glass of wine when you go home tonight.
Last night.
Yeah. Clinton National Bank is the bank for you. Hey, hey is the start of the, and that's what they're writing on, some hay bales. Clinton National Bank, with lots of locations in our area, as close as Sebula and Preston and Miles.
couple of members on a four-wheeler riding behind their main float. Nice entry by Clinton National Bank. Here's a boat. You know what a boat is, Leighton?
I've seen them before. This is promoting Ski Bellevue and their ski show. They've had kind of a tough year with the water levels.
They have.
But their last show is coming up on Friday, August 19th. It says come out and see our last show of the year. It starts at 6:30.
Here now, they jump off the boat and they grab their lines for water skiing, and so they're going to go water skiing in front of us and the judges, right?
They're going to a three-tier pyramid. Well, that's nice. They're doing this for the judges as well. This is an entry. Look at that.
They get a hand.
3 guys on the bottom, 2 ladies in the middle row, and then 1 young lady clear up at the top. A 3-row pyramid.
Yep. And if you were seeing the show on August the 19th, they would be going down the mighty Mississippi River in beautiful Bellevue.
And their spokesman said they'll go 4 tiers high when they do it then, because if they fall off, it's no big deal. They go in the water. Here, if they fall off, it's hard cement. So they
6:30 Friday night, August 19th. Watch this ski show in beautiful Bellevue on the Mississippi. And a bunch of people have a really great talent for water skiing, and they've been doing this for many, many years.
Good job.
Max and Mary Reed
in
charge.
Yeah. They get a nice round of applause. Here's an 81 Corvette, Chevrolet Corvette, cruising 81. That helps. See on their license plate, we could pick up on that right away.
We have a pickup pulling a trailer, and there's a restored car in the back, a 1953 Studebakers. Not able to go under its own power, so they're pulling it on a trailer.
It's got a little work to be done yet.
Yeah.
But it's
a popular car.
Yeah.
The Studebaker.
Here's an old Dodge RT, a 76 Dodge RT. Road and Track was what that stood for.
Yeah.
Rich Current, they're giving a little, showing us what he's got under the hood.
Rich Current's part of the car club here in town. Another 2-door antique.
Dave Stockham. What is that? That's an old Ford.
Yeah.
Yeah, this Coronado Car Club has become quite popular in town.
Yep, they got involved with the Torque Fest this spring, and they're helping to make sure Torque Fest will be bigger and better next May, first weekend in May. We are, then every Thursday night they have their cars on display in the former Aldi's parking lot. And you can stop by any Thursday night and take a look at some of their cars, including the one that Dave Stockham just had in and Rich Current just had in.
Ron Ann's Floral Shop, Wendy Scott, now the proprietor of a long-time business, and she's got a vehicle pulling a 2-wheel trailer. The bubble machine is going off by itself. There's nobody on this trailer. The bubbles are flying, and all kinds of balloons, but also some beautiful flowers and plants. And some of the Ron Ann's Floral Shop staff, including Judy and Dunes, are handing out pads of paper.
All right.
That's an even trade. Next up is Anderson's Retail Rentals and Sales out at Canton, Iowa. They've had a busy year renting canoes, and they have all the related equipment. If you ever want to canoe down the Maquoketa River, start at Canton and contact Anderson's Rentals and Canoes.
Right behind Anderson's entry is a Case S 1949 Case tractor, and right behind it is even a 2-year-older tractor, a Case SC 1947 tractor. Case had the same color as Alice Chalmers. And of course there's the Farmall C, also a workhorse in farming back in the 40s. This Farmall C that's in front of us is a 1948 model. We'd tell you who owns it, but he didn't put his name on it, so we can't tell you.
Some of these tractors, as Dennis mentioned, there is an antique show down at the fairgrounds. We'll end up on the fairgrounds proper, and so it's one of the things you can see under the grove. When you go down to the fair, you'll see some of these fine antique tractors.
Several antique tractors in a row now. We have yet to see a horse in the parade.
Well, they always leave those at the end, yeah.
Come at the end, unless they pull a special wagon, and that hasn't happened so far. And it looks like the end of the parade is about 3 blocks away. If that's flashing lights is an indication, I'm not sure. St. Louis Cardinal baseball coming up after the parade on KMAQ FM. We'll be broadcasting from out at the Jackson County Fair every afternoon and evening, tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday. So when you cannot be at the Jackson County Fair, keep your dial set to KMAQ, AM and FM, and we'll have 25-minute reports every hour with interviews and highlights of what's going on and what has happened. We'll keep you informed as to the attendance figures and let you know the flavor and fun of the fair over the radio as best we can.
Here's Scott Holgraver's 1969 756 Custom International.
And a 1954 Oliver 77. It's owned by Chris Blake over Davenport. Davenport entry of an antique tractor.
Iowa Concrete Products is the next truck coming into site, and of course they have new ownership, and they have a new theme here. They've got a guy sitting on a toilet, which is on top of a septic tank. They're referring to him, believe it or not, as the big turd, if you will.
Getting some laughs. It is.
It is.
Christie's LLC on West Monroe Street in Maquoketa, booster and backer of the Jackson County Fair. Christie's LLC. And also Bluff Lake Catfish Farm and Restaurant, Maquoketa, up northwest of Maquoketa, beyond the Maquoketa Cave State Park, open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights. I was there Saturday night, tried to go and eat out there, and they had a big crowd. You're going to have to go early on Saturdays for their famous Saturday night fish, and it's worth it. It's worth the wait. Iowa Concrete Products truck in front of us.
Yeah, they have, besides their septic tanks, they do feed bunks and fence line bunks, so they have all kinds of cement products. New owners, stop out and check it out. I guess there is some severe weather up in Dubuque County. There's a warning out for Dubuque County, but it is not coming this way.
Okay. Well, let's hope it blows over and will not spoil the lumber show, the All-American Lumberjack show at 8:30 tonight at the fairgrounds. Lots of good places to get some cool, refreshing beverages at the fairgrounds. Lots of good places to eat. Plenty of parking. So enjoy the fair.
Well, the American Red Cross, we have an active chapter here in Clinton and Jackson County. We have lots of good volunteers that help staff the Red Cross during disaster times, and this is one of their disaster vehicles that goes out and helps the American Red Cross. Ollie Palmer driving the truck has been very active in the Red Cross. Well, this is, Dennis was telling me the float that was built last night out at the KMAQ transmitter site, the Maquoketa VFW post, number 3633, and their ladies auxiliary. It's being pulled by a pickup. It's a rubber-tired hay rack, and Maquoketa VFW post 3633 and their auxiliary with their respective flags, some of their members writing on it. It's got the streamers of red and blue around the skirting of the hay rack. The American flag, a POW flag as well, too. Nice looking entry for Maquoketa VFW post 3633 and the ladies auxiliary. Here's the Hawaiian Express. Hawaiian Express. And the princess is Avery Lay. The Hawaiian Express is the name of it. Look at that cute little girl on the back of that.
Oh, yes.
And she's got the tiki bar and the palm trees, the whole 9 yards.
Who's that by? That's a cute entry.
Yeah.
It didn't say who it was by.
Didn't say who.
First Methodist Church here in Maquoketa, First United Methodist Church. And hello, we have a trailer that has, what is it? Let's see. It says here,
Missions, Road to Helping Others.
Okay.
And
Bible school that advertises a rake run that's coming up. I don't know what it all means.
Pastor is walking along here, and they're handing out cold water, which is even better than candy at this point in the evening. And Route 61, of course, is their youth ministry program.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, we can. We can, thanks. Thanks, Jeff. Pastor Jeff Dennisman. We're going to enjoy that cold water. You would have thought our staff probably would have brought one out by now. But First United Methodist Church, if you're looking for a home church, you're more than welcome to check out the First United Methodist Church. As Pastor Jeff says, up on the hill.
Preston Meats, where they offer butchering, 4-H beef, pork, goats, and sheep. So if you buy an animal at the Jackson County Fair auction, they will be able to do the butchering and get it ready for your freezer. So keep the Preston Meats in mind if you're going to buy a 4-H project at the fair. And of course, year-round, they have some great meat available at their retail store in Preston. Preston Meats, a booster and backer of the Jackson County Fair on KMAQ and a sponsor of today's parade. Also down Preston Way, we're happy to have as a sponsor Rick's Body Shop. If you have something that needs to be done with one of your vehicles, whether it's a new paint job or taking out a fender bender or whatever, get a free estimate and get the job done right by Rick's Body Shop at Preston. Oh my gosh, we have
quite a break here, don't we?
Len's BP. Okay, I thought that was Preston also. Len's BP is located on West Platte in Maquoketa, the convenience store on the corner on West Platte, offering a nice selection of items in their convenience store and famous BP gasoline and products.
If you are a stock car racing fan, and you know you normally go to the stock car races Saturday nights in Maquoketa, you won't be able to do that this week during Fair Week. Stock car races are tomorrow night with a special starting time of 7 o'clock. So stock car races tomorrow night. In addition to the regular purses, the Jackson County Fair Board has upped the ante, and they're going to have some extra money for all the winners tomorrow night.
Did you say 7?
Well, that's what I read. They got 6 over there, huh?
They got 6 on this sign, so better get there early so you won't miss anything. A&K Door Service in Onslow, Iowa has their pickup in the parade, and they apparently do make up picnic tables because they have a display of about 4 or 5 picnic tables on their flatbed, all different sizes of picnic tables. A&K Outdoor. They also have a swing set, so they make wood products for the backyard there in Onslow. Here we have a 435 1960 John Deere. It's a General Motors diesel, and this John Deere tractor looks like it just came off the assembly line, and it's pulling a little old-fashioned rubber-tired grain wagon right behind with 4 youngsters in it. Getting a little darker out there. Hopefully we'll get this parade underway all the way to the end. I think we're seeing the end, but maybe not.
I think that's just a flashing light up there. I keep looking and it hasn't moved. So
KMAQ AM and FM at 7 o'clock right now. The parade has been going on for just about an hour, and it'll continue. We'll have the parade for you all the way up until the end, of course. Here's a 1957 Case 300, restored by Merwin Cook of Maquoketa. A Case 300.
B&B Salvage is the next entry, and it's a pickup truck, a Ford pickup truck. I don't know if it's been restored by them, but apparently so. B&B Salvage. It's a Jackson County license plate. We'll take that means it's a Jackson County business.
We have another earth-moving this entry here in the parade.
I think this is Oris Fencing out Wyoming way. They do fencing and also farm tiling, brush removal, land improvements. Oris Land Improvements out Monmouth, Wyoming way. They got some of their employees all clad in blue t-shirts riding on the back of that big flatbed semi. Good to have them here in our fair parade.
They do brush removal to make more land available for farming at your place. Maybe
that's the idea.
That's the idea, because you want to get as much corn planted as you can every spring these days, and soybeans. This is a co-op tractor, maybe?
Is that what that is?
It's an unusual looking plain
It's
tractor.
got dual pipes here on this side. Oh, Wards.
Montgomery Wards.
Didn't they usually get that catalog and it came and you put it together? Wasn't that the deal?
I don't know. Montgomery Wards tractor. Simply says Wards on the side. It's red. Runs pretty smooth. Don't know where it's from.
Jackson County ATV Club is an active club, and they've got some four-wheelers here going down in front of us right now, and they're going to have an ATV mud bog on October 9th at 10 a.m. at River Ridge Trails. And they're also got a sign around it that says, "Keep your city clean, pick up the trash." The Jackson County ATV Club, and they'll have a presence at the fair as well. I know they're going to have a booth. I saw Jack Rosenberg out there today setting up when I was.
Here's an old-fashioned truck, an international, not a pickup, but a bigger size, probably about a 1-ton truck, maybe a 1.5-ton truck.
Tom Timmerman from Rodman Motor Company aboard.
It's his.
Yeah, an old international.
Yeah.
Some of his kids. Attaboy, Tommy. What are you hydrating with?
Here's an entry by that says "Make a Miracle, Be an Organ and Tissue Donor," and this is from the New Hope Support Group. The New Hope Support Group is headquartered in DeWitt. It says 119,000 people wait and 18 die every day for a new organ, for a transplant organ. And there's several members of the club sitting on the float, and some pictures of those who have donated their organ to someone in the past.
Very worthwhile, something that people should consider doing.
In the back it says, well, same thing as I said before. New Hope Support Group. Be an organ and tissue donor. They have a monthly meeting. If you're ever interested, let me know and I can tell you where they're meeting.
Gasser's True Value, a popular Maquoketa business, and part of their business is Just Ask Rental. And they're promoting that with their signage on their pickup. But how about that for a gallon of paint? They sell Easy Care Ultra Premium Paint at Gasser's True Value. And they got a big inflated plastic gallon of paint on front. They got some benches, they've got some flowers, they've got some running water on there for lawn decorations that you can get all at Gasser's True Value.
Nice entry.
Yeah.
A lot of work put in that float. A taco pizza originator from Happy Joe's. Happy Joe's a little vehicle that's all painted up with pizza on the side. The Pizza Mobile from Happy Joe's. Highway 61 bypass Maquoketa.
Here's a flatbed truck pulling a restored 806 diesel tractor. You know, they have a big truck and tractor pull Friday night at the fairgrounds.
John Dagby doing some announcing out of the fair this year, I wonder?
He did the Queen contest on Sunday.
He did do that, huh?
Yeah.
All right, he's a good fair supporter. John Daig, who has Daig Equipment located just south of Maquoketa. For your farm implement needs, check first with John at Daig Equipment, a booster and backer of this year's Jackson County Fair again this year. Jackson County Cattlemen. Convertible.
Yeah, they got some of their people that have been elected to positions, including the Senior Beef Ambassador, John Jacobs, the Beef Queen, Nicole Groon, and a couple of more riding here on open air convertibles. The Jackson County Cattlemen.
They just threw us a beef stick.
Yeah.
Andrew Fire Department. As one of their trucks in the parade.
Hey, welcome, Andrew. Our neighboring community to the northeast, just 9 miles, and they're here at the Jackson County Fair. Andrew Volunteer Fire Department.
Big crowd of people watching this fair parade tonight up and down Main Street. They're looking at it on Quarry Street as well. They're lined up. Most are sitting on the curb. Many brought their lawn chairs. Others are standing. And a lot of people are fanning, as I see. They brought something along to fan themselves.
Extreme Marine, which is outside of Bellevue on Highway 62. Rural Bellevue, Extreme Marine for boat sales, for your boat repair work. Go to Extreme Marine, Rural Bellevue. This is the YMCA, our Maquoketa YMCA, and some of the young people involved in the different programs.
They now have Zumba Fitness.
And they're getting ready for the fall sports season. Soccer will be starting soon. It's registration time for that. So we welcome the Y staff and some of their employees and some of the kids who are involved in the Y programs. Thank you. You can. You need a Tootsie Roll, do you? Okay, good enough. There's Scott Warren, the executive director of the Y.
You bet.
They're trading us the candy for these information pamphlets here.
Scott Warren, who's the new CEO of the Y in the parade with other staff members. Alice Chalmers.
Pete Schuler from Schuler & Sons Reconstruction. Yeah, it was.
WD-45.
This must be a baseball team, I bet. It's Schuler & Sons Reconstruction's team. Thank you. Another can koozie handed out to us. Doesn't have their record or anything, but they must have had a good year in baseball.
Eagles. It says on the side.
Oh, yeah, Eagles baseball team.
Another team coming into view, I think. Trailer pulled by a pickup.
Yeah, this is a girls softball team. Now look, they've done a nice job here on the side of their open trailer. They've got the fact that it's Sebisma Eye and Care Center, and it was their Pee Wee softball team, and they placed first in the city tournament. Congratulations to the Sabisma Eye Care Pee Wee softball team. Their colors, purple and white. And they did a little cheer and got a nice little hand as a result. Their coach is writing on the back. And another, this must be the time for the teams to come through, Dennis.
Yeah, guess so. A red pickup truck, a Ford pickup, pulling another trailer with about 10 baseball Pee Wee players. These are Pee Wee guys for the Lions Club. Lions Club, they took second place in the league, and they have also a third place in the tournament. So they had a pretty good year.
Yeah.
The Lions Club Pee Wee baseball team here in Maquoketa all have Maquoketa Lions t-shirts, and they're wearing the Lions caps. Blue Construction has their snowplow. Well, it won't be a little while yet before that snowplow will get a workout.
Good to know, though.
It got a workout last winter, that's for sure. Marty Blue, he has a construction firm here in town, and during the wintertime he does a lot of snow removal.
So if you don't want to do it yourself, contact Marty Blue. Says, we're here for all your construction needs, including new homes, drywalling, additions, windows, doors, and decks, siding work. Their number is 652-6613.
Maquoketa Lumber Company is a booster and backer of the fair. They're located on North Main Street in Maquoketa. Can't miss them. They have a big operation there. And Maquoketa Lumber has been a supporter of the Jackson County Fair for many, many years. For all of your building supply needs, check in with Maquoketa Lumber Company. Do it best, Lumber Company.
Ole's Garage in Preston, celebrating their first anniversary. They're going to have a big celebration August 6th from 5 to 8 p.m., including a classic car cruise-in and all kinds of activities. Ole's Garage in Preston. They've got their wrecker here, pulling a flatbed trailer with a nicely restored Chevy Bel Air. Look at that.
56 or 57, I think. I'm not sure. I think it's 56.
Congratulations to Ole's on their first year.
Yeah, you bet.
And join them on their celebration August 6th.
What's this, a stock car? I guess so, huh?
Yeah. Sponsored by B&B Salvage.
It'll be in the race tomorrow night at 6 o'clock at the fairgrounds.
It is 7 o'clock. I checked it on this schedule, too. I don't know where you got that poster, but this one also says 7, so I'm
maybe
going
it's
with
hot
7.
laps at 6.
Yeah, there you
Come
go.
early. Get a good seat.
Yeah.
Have some food, and beer stand is right next to it, called Volunteer Hall, and you can take beer into the beer stand and watch the races. TNT Cone Shop. Some young employees and the kids are going down the street. Thank you. Giving us a little candy treat. They have those famous TNT cones, soft serve in all different flavors, and a lot of sandwiches as well. Located on the corner on East Platte and Maquoketa, a popular place during the summertime and year-round, especially in the summertime with that cool TNT ice cream. And did you feel the drop of water?
No, I didn't.
Thought I did.
Might have got some of my water bottle on you, but
Hope it's not going to rain.
Dan Pettish has a 1984 Monte Carlo Super Sport in the fair parade. I don't know if that's Dan driving, but if he is, he's a proud owner of that 84 Monte Carlo.
All right, we have the Rivers in the parade now.
Wick Buildings.
Wick Buildings.
Dave River. Dave and Paula there riding. And they're pulling their famous Wick building. They can build one for you just like that or even bigger. Better materials, better engineering, better workmanship.
They'll be at the fair. You can talk to them about a project that you have in mind. Ross River's been covering the Jackson County Fair since, I think, 1952. Replica of a 1902 Oldsmobile. This 1959 Surrey is owned by Gail Williams of Hale, Iowa. Hey, that's kind of neat. 4 U.S. flags in each corner. A replica of a 1902 Oldsmobile. And it runs smooth. That's neat.
Kennedy Gilmore Realty, Heather Hafner is the next entry. And she's got some family and associates on there with their yellow T-shirts. A house here on the back. She could sell you that house and more. Heather Hafner at Kennedy Gilmore Realty in Maquoketa.
The DeWitt Community Hospital Foundation has their big van or their big bus in the parade. It's has West Wing on the side, nursing care for short or long-term residents. And this bus transports, of course, people from West Wing around town of DeWitt to do all of their shopping and necessary things. Very colorful painting on that bus. Shows a lady talking with a lady in a wheelchair. Very attractive bus from the Genesis Medical Center in DeWitt and their famous West Wing place. A lot of balloons here, Leighton.
I guess, and pink is the color, and it's obviously something related to cancer, but I can't read that sign. Bosom Buddies, we have survived. It says Bosom Buddies, cancer survivors that are riding on a float. They all have their pink T-shirts. It's all streamed with pink balloons and a pink backdrop. Imagine a world without breast cancer, and of course that's their hope. So nice job there. Calling to the attention the need for continued work on trying to put an end to that disease.
The backer of presidential candidate Ron Paul has a pickup truck here in the parade.
So
Ron Paul, not here, but I'm sure a backer in Jackson County, putting a sign in the parade.
Here we have the cheer squad from the Maquoketa High School, Maquoketa Cheer Squad, and they've got their red T-shirts on, riding in the back of a pickup, and also got some four-wheelers going here. So they'll be getting going here with their cheering, starting with the football season real soon.
Hepker Veterinary Center in Maquoketa, a booster and backer of the Jackson County Fair on KMAQ. Anytime you have a problem with an animal, large or small, give a call to Hepker Veterinary Center and set up an appointment or bring in that animal if it's an urgent situation. Hepker Veterinary Center here in Maquoketa.
1971 John Deere 4000. His current owner is Vincent Schwager, I guess. Not too many of those made. The John Deere 4000, an older tractor here in the parade. Says, thanks to all my customers from Girardi Handyman Services here in the Maquoketa area. He does mowing and all kinds of handyman work. If you've got jobs for him, contact Girardi Handyman Services. He thanks you for your support.
The Delmer Volunteer Fire Department has an entry coming up next. But first, I guess, are they connected? No, it's just a Farmall 460 tractor ahead of them. A restored tractor. Again, there's no name of the owner on it, but he and his wife are happy to be in the parade. That was looks like a nice Farmall 460 renovation. Delmer Volunteer Fire Department has a golf cart, I guess. It's a golf cart in the parade, and it says, "Forever in our hearts, Kristen Fay."
Hanrahan, the young lady who was just killed in that tragic automobile accident.
Hanrahan killed Saturday morning in that automobile accident near Miles.
Welcome to the Delmer Fire Department. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 5 entries here in the parade. The community of Delmer.
We have a little homemade fire truck too. It's made up especially for parades. Just a really small job with a ladder on the side and the U.S. flag flying on the back. Nothing happens in Delmer here in the next few minutes.
Yeah.
Your entire units are here.
I guess. Good representation for the Delmer Volunteer Fire Department.
Just 7 minutes away, though, to Delmer.
Their colors are red. Some of the fire departments.
Yeah, we got one coming up.
Yeah, yellow one. That might be Preston, if I remember right. But
Cruz,
yeah, some stick with their typical red, but others go away from that a little bit. This time last night, our Maquoketa Fire Department battling a old barn garage fire.
We appreciate our firemen, there's no doubt about it. Volunteer firemen are really appreciated nationwide and locally as well. The kids like to see fire engines in a parade and hear the sirens, and they're getting their share tonight here at the Jackson County Fair Parade.
Well, they should. They should enjoy them. Yeah, we've seen a lot of them. This is the Charlotte Fire Department behind the Delmer Volunteer Fire Department. Looks like Charlotte's got a couple of entries.
Lots of nice KMAQ listeners down Charlotte way, and we appreciate those. A lot of good friends down that way. It's a nice little community. Right on Highway 136, the Charlotte Fire Department. And we look down the street, and we still do not see. My gosh, they must have formed up down to Delmer.
I do see the horse units coming down in the middle school area, though.
Well, that generally means that the horse units are coming, that it's almost over. A hot, muggy Wednesday night in Maquoketa. Yes, it is warm.
That breeze that we had earlier has kind of disappeared. Our papers were floating around, and now the flag is pretty much hanging down.
The word is there's some bad weather up at Dubuque Way. Hopefully it's heading eastwardly, and that's it.
This is Lost Nation, yeah.
Lost Nation. Their big Lost Nation tanker truck right in front of us right now. And a smaller unit that I'm sure they use for like grass fires and that sort of thing. And then Lost Nation has one of those chartreuse color trucks, another tanker. So they have both colors. Lost Nation.
They had their community celebration earlier this year. They had a parade. We don't do that one. Dennis started out by doing the Bernard Parade, and then we went to the Wyoming Fair Parade. Well, first of all, we went to Bellevue and DeWitt for their 4-H parades, or for their 4th of July parades. Yeah. Then we went to Wyoming and kind of wrapping it up here tonight.
Tipton, DeWitt, Monticello.
Yeah, not all those. Busy. Yeah, they not all have parades, though.
I see. You're talking about parades only. Yeah.
I think this is our 5th parade, yeah.
Yeah, 5th parade. We used to have an Oktoberfest parade. Don't have that anymore. Bellevue has a band parade coming up. I think so. I haven't heard much about it yet.
Yeah, I think they're planning on that event.
Alice Chalmers, 1960.
59.
1959.
D17. Gary Meggers of DeWitt.
Our first fair that we covered was the 1959 fair, because when KMAQ went on the air in 1958, the fair was already over. It was in August.
That's right.
So we covered the first fair in Jackson County in 1959, and it was our first anniversary celebration out at the fair.
Here's an entry for Perzackley Bar and Grill here in Maquoketa. A fun place to go. Perzackley Bar and Grill.
Yep. Some of the patrons sitting on chairs, and they're passing out goodies. Downtown Maquoketa, one time it was a blacksmith shop, and remodeled into a nice eating establishment and sports bar. They have a good sandwiches. Pulled pork sandwiches are one of my favorites there.
Oh, here's
Healing Arts, one of our sponsors.
Healing Arts Therapeutic Massage, and they also are branching off. Bob Donich and Paul Donich have something new called the Inner Charger. Go green, save some green, reduce harmful emissions, and increase your fuel mileage. And they're going to have a booth at the Pearson Center. Stop by and register for a $100 gas card.
East Central Auctions, I don't know where they're located. They got their pickup here, and I have no idea where they're located.
Colonel Adam Johnson and James Johnson, auctioneers for East Central Auctions.
I'll be darned.
Jackson County plate.
All right.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's down Miles way. Here's Johnson's Antique Tractors in Miles.
Yeah. They're pulling a big trailer, and on it they have two restored tractors. One is an F-14 Farmall, McCormick Deering Farmall, and the other is an Alice Chalmers tractor. So two restored tractors, not powered by their own power, but getting a free ride on a big trailer from Johnson's in Miles, Iowa.
They have a lot of them. You've seen that lot down there. It just continues to grow and grow. Here's a John Deere 60 tractor. That's been restored. A Farmall 200.
That famous John Deere sound.
Yeah, two-cylinder.
Two-cylinder does it. And that Farmall 200 has the same sound also that we've heard for many, many years.
They didn't make many of those. They started the 300 and the 400, but there were a few of these 200s made. Oh. It was a little smaller. There's a Farmall N. It's equipped with a corn picker.
What did the Hepker farm have at Springville?
Well, we had a little of every color. Green and red.